Hello and welcome back to Sketch Modern Business Card help video. In this video we'll see how to edit text and colors in Adobe InDesign. So first let's open the INDD folder. If you're working with version CS 5.5 and higher, you can open the INDD file. If you're working with CS4 or CS5 version, you need to open the markup IDML file. So we can either double click on the file, or if you have your InDesign open, just drag your file directly into the InDesign. And now let's see what we have from the elements in the layers panel. Of course, the first one is the print info. This is information for you, the bleed, the cut, the save text, and all the explanations about the cut lines you can find here in the info box. And also here you can find the basic information about the business card. Now, besides those two, we have, of course, our design elements, designs, graphics, icons, and text. And when it comes to the print info and info box, you don't need to send these two to your printer. You can delete those layers, or you can just make sure that they're locked and that this print layer is checked. Okay? Unchecked, I'm sorry, and it will not be printed once you send it or print it in the PDF. Okay, now why don't we begin with editing the colors? To edit the colors, you can either select the individual elements. Let's select this, maybe this, and then double click on the fill here, and we can either change the colors through editing with the space view, or we can just simply type in our values and edit the colors in that way. Now this is all fun and great, but if you want to do it faster, the faster way is to utilize colors from the swatches panel. If you don't see the swatches panel, you can find them in Window, Color, and then Swatches, or use this keyboard shortcut F5. Here you can see all the text. We want to change, let's say we want to change this black. Double click on the color, make sure your preview button is checked. I'm just gonna add my own values here, or of course you can play with the sliders here and make the color you want to make. Let's say I want to make something like this. Press OK, and now not only are your design elements changed, all the font colors have been changed too. This is super easy, super fast. Just one note, if you want to change, let's say I just want to change this text, and if I just then, let's say, make it, I don't know, black, as you can see, it's not gonna change the color of the text, it's gonna change the color of the frame. So in order to make your text active, you need to select the text. Let's select this too, and then press this little T button, which is formatting effects text, right below the fill color, and now you see this T has been activated, and now I can change it into black, for instance, and I'm done. Okay, now let's move on to editing the text. Let's make sure we have the characters panel open. If you don't see the character panel, go to Window, type in Tables, Character, or use the Control-T shortcut from your keyboard. And in the character panel, you can edit your fonts further. You can use character panel to change your font family, font style, size, all the different elements that you have here. So this is when you this is for editing the fonts. Editing the text itself, we can either double click on the text frame, select it, and then type in your own text, or you can press T on your keyboard to activate the type tool here from the tools panel. And now we do the same thing. So I'm just gonna type in my own text, and voila. You can of course type it in or paste it depending on whether or not you have it. When it comes to text, if you're familiar with paragraph styles, I have created the paragraph styles for this text. Let me just clear the overrides. Now, if you're not familiar, I would suggest watching some of the tutorials that cover paragraph and character styles. It would be a very long video to explain everything. So if you're familiar with it, you can utilize that in this design. If you're not, you can just go step by step and edit the text, or you can watch some of the great tutorials you have online when it comes to editing the text through paragraph styles and character styles. Okay, that was it for this video. In the next video, we'll see how to edit the template in Adobe Photoshop. See you. Bye.